G'day again, John down under Tunage here in Melbourne, Australia. I'm doing a second video for the 10 famous people that have had songs written about them. That was the one done by Rob Walker, and his initial one was for vinyl. And yeah, I did a vinyl one, but when I was going through some of the CDs, I'm like, oh, there's a famous person, there's a famous person. And a few of them had, they're only issued on CD, so you can't get a vinyl equivalent, and there's a few others that we've only got a CD and no vinyl because it's either rare or we just haven't found it. So I thought I'd put 10 of them in. And the first one I'll show is Ministry. A good bit of hard industrial stuff. And Jesus Built My Hot Rod, and yeah, whether Jesus exists or not, I don't know. And but he's definitely qualifies as a famous person. So,
and also a famous song.
And it's a utterly brilliant song, especially the ending. So yeah, if you don't know this, look for the proper version because it's fantastic. So that's the first one, is Jesus on Jesus Built My Hot Rod by Ministry. Next one is a band Mrs. D will be very familiar with, Depeche Mode, and the Songs of Faith and Devotion. Yes. And there it is there. Same era as Mr. Jesus is Judas. That's the track on this. What's that, track 5 is, I think? Yeah, so that's, Mrs. D's a big fan of Depeche Mode, and yeah, they're a quality band. So that's the next one, is Judas. Yeah, you've seen them, haven't you, lucky girl? Yeah, well done. Right, next one. Aussie, Damian Lovelock, or Damo. This is Fishgrass. Yeah, Fishgrass, 91. Yeah, this is CD only. And there's the back. And yeah, the track he's got on this is the utterly brilliant Dalai Lama, who's another... Are they religious? Does that count as a religion? I'm not sure. No. But he's he's one of those sort of calming influence guys, isn't he? But yeah, Damo's song is utterly gorgeous. I love it. It's a really good track. Dalai Lama. Was it Adjust Your Karma? Do it with the Dalai Lama. Great tune. Yeah, Damian Lovelock, he later in his career, after the Celibate Rifles, he was on SBS as a sports commentator, the soccer, and yeah, I don't really like soccer, but when he was one of the commentators, I'd actually watch it because he was well worth it, just to hear his comments. He was utterly brilliant, Damo. So there's the Dalai Lama. Next is this bunch of crazy guys, TISM. What is it? This is What Are Ya? Wanker, I think they call this. Yeah, the song is What Are You? That's the where they get it from. Yeah, they have a video where they absolutely trash an aerobic session, but that's not the song. The song on here is The Parable of Glenn McGrath's Haircut. And Glenn McGrath was a well-known Australian cricketer in the 90s into the early 2000s. Yeah, he's our best fast bowler of all time. And the song they've got is, because he used to have a really daggy haircut, like a bowl cut. And also they've got this saying called Glenn McGrath, which they used to use in the cricket, as like the crowd would sort of say that behind. But that's, Glenn McGrath is a cricketer. And
also they're into freedom of speech.
Well known. Oh yeah, they are. And they're sort of anarchic, I suppose you could call them. So that's TISM and the song about Glenn McGrath. Next is... I don't know where we got this, just fluked it. I think probably found it at a market. This is Little Murder's Best Of CD, local Melbourne band from what I know. I haven't got anything on vinyl yet of theirs, but I've got a few things lined up. And yeah, this is 2018 redo CD of theirs. And where are we? Yeah, they've got a song called Andy Warhol Retrospective, and Andy Warhol was one of those pop art, a bit of a Ponzi guy from what I would think, and yeah, but they've done a song about him, so that's Andy Warhol from the band The Little Murders. Staying in Australia, Dave Graney. This is Dave Graney and the Coral Snakes. How would you describe Dave? Utterly urbane, cool, chilled gentleman. He's still on Triple R doing a radio segment on Tuesdays, 12 o'clock, I think. So he's still around. And, oh God, what was the track called again? Yeah, this is You Wanna Be There. How do you call this? Yeah, you want to be there, but this is a double one. So you got that, and was it? You want to be there, but you want to take the trip, something like that. And there's Button, the second one, and that's yeah, he's got a track about Serge Gainsbourg, who's that French sort of poet type guy from the probably more into the 60s, into the 70s, and of course
he married a very beautiful woman.
Yeah, well, they definitely had an utterly gorgeous daughter. Yeah, Charlotte Gainsbourg. If you don't know her, look up her music. She's utterly stunningly gorgeous. Not a fan of this guy for things he said about Catherine Ringer of Les Rita Mixuko. They had a horrible argument on a French show. But yeah, so The Confessions of Serge Gainsbourg is on Dave Graney's album. Next is British Pop Believed Itself. And what's this? Yeah, The Looks or the Lifestyle. This is the sort of follow-up to that, what was it? Wise Up Sucker, I think it's called. And yeah, this is a 92, I think, so we won't have a local Australian equivalent on this. And what was their song again? Yeah, Harry Dean Stanton, who's
Oh, he's an actor.
very well known actor, isn't he?
Yeah, from Paris, Texas, a very strange movie, and Repo Man.
Repo Man, which I haven't yet seen. Yeah, so we're going to try to find that. So there's Pop Lead Itself and Harry Dean Stanton, which I don't think is about him himself, but yeah, it's definitely the song title, so that'll qualify. Next, over to America, Dandy Warhols. What's his 13 Tales from Urban Bohemia, I think they call it. Got the incredibly great song Bohemian Like You on it. And theirs is, track 3 is, how do you pronounce that? Nietzsche?
Yeah,
Nietzsche?
very, very famous.
Yeah, he's yeah, sort of nihilistic maybe, or anti-God maybe. Yeah, so he's referenced in this. So that's Nietzsche, and from the Dandy Warhols. And next one we've got is another one that's CD only, Marcella Detroit. This is album Jewel from 1994. And yeah, she was one half of Shakespeare's sister, and then they had an acrimonious split, and then they got back about 25 years later, I think it was. But the track on this is track 5, and she references James Brown, King of Funk, King of Soul, I suppose you'd call him.
Very beautiful woman.
She is. Yeah, she's gorgeous. She's operatic. I call her operatic. She's got a lovely, lovely sound. Really nice. So that's Jewel, which references James Brown. And last one, lucky last. Mrs. D loves this band. And that's Cake and Fashion Nugget. And the track is?
Frank Sinatra.
Frank Sinatra, yep, leads off. And yeah, what a great, when we first heard this, you just think, yep, got to have it. It was utterly brilliant. I think this is 96, something like that.
And we're trying to track down all their music.
Yeah, we found a couple there. We found one, a hippo or rhino on it or whatever it was. Yeah, so that's the last one to show is Cake, and the track is Frank Sinatra. So there you go. There's a CD version of the 10 songs thread, because yeah, we don't want to be formatist. We think that all formats should get a go, even though it's a vinyl community. But
I agree.
Yeah, some CDs, yeah, you have to have them to get the songs, because otherwise they don't exist, because nobody's put it out on vinyl. So there you go. Yeah, so from me, Mrs. D and myself, see you later, and I'll catch you next time.
Bye.